Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room, and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. No. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop it now. I order you to stop. I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
What's up, savages? Another night of Grunt Speak that actually is live from the lair. And we're going to be talking about judges today. As we know, the judges are a third pillar in our government. And a lot of weird things have been happening of late. The things I noticed starting when I got divorced is how I went to family court and my constitutional rights were completely ignored. I was turned into a wage slave. My children were taken away, and my military service was used against me, and I was referred to as a murderer and an assassin in open court. And lo and behold, those comments never appeared in the transcripts. So we have a baseline corruption, and then we have mid-level corruption, and now we're seeing it play out in full time at the federal level at top tier corruption. Now, it's hard to actually ignore the fact that a lot of these judges in blue cities received all kinds of money for their campaigns from George Soros and various other financial companies, nonprofits, and what have you, to put them in where they are. So that is very suspicious. And on top of that, we have Republican judges who are doing a lot of the same things. And it is my opinion that the judges on the left and the judges on the right are different wings for the same corrupt fucking bird. And they want to drive this country and the government into the toilet and turn you all into a bunch of paupers and fucking slaves. So let's bring in Battle Dwarf and let's talk about this. And it is fucking crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's crazy.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody's noticed by now. This one I have to answer. What the fuck is Top wearing tonight? He's wearing a whoopee jacket.
Is this a whoopee jacket?
It's a smoking jacket.
Yeah, it's a smoke. You don't know what a smoking. It was $5 at the gun show, man. I got my new polo shirt or my rugby jersey.
Your collection of those shirts is just fucking ridiculous.
I know.
It is. You've got the Charlie Brown one. You've got a whole.
Yeah.
What is it with that?
I just like them. I don't know.
Okay, that's
they
fair.
grow on me. I used to wear Lululemons, but people are like, "We're gonna give you 2 homeless suspicion points for that." I'm like,
gay.
So then I'm like, okay,
Gay.
I'll swap it out for rugby jerseys.
Lululemon rugby jerseys. Okay, we can accept rugby jerseys.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Holy ass balls. So we have all of these judges doing all of these things, and they basically have decided that they're going to do whatever the hell that they want. And this corruption in the judicial system really kicked off hardcore probably in the late 1980s, when the family courts and everything started to come to light, and then really cemented in the mid 90s with the VAWA Act and all of that. But the thing with most of the general courts right now is they're letting people off for rape, arson, bad robberies,
murder,
GBH, murder in some cases. GBH, grievous bodily harm, is the difference between you get into a fist fight, you kick a guy's ass, and you stab a guy 47 times, but he lives.
Yes, or the people who were set on fire in the trains.
Yeah, exactly.
And out.
The girl in, I think it's in New York, that the guy threw acid on.
Yes,
just walked up and threw acid. They haven't caught him yet, but that kind of case, they're getting off.
And by the way, that is a big Islamic thing.
Yes. As a matter of fact, that is. Now, a lot of people look at that and they want to attach it to the family court things, but that's not where it starts. Grab your beverages, because it starts in 1917 with the Bolsheviks.
The Bolsheviks drink.
And sorry. Exactly, word for word, what we're seeing today happened during the 1917 to about 1921 period with the Bolsheviks, where letting off bad criminals like we're seeing now.
Yep.
And giving sentences to normal people for normal things. even stuff like including self-defense. And this really, the biggest one that I remember actually dates back to the early 2000s. A guy broke into another guy's house in California, was going to rob him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he tore the guy's house up, but then he slipped and fell on a glass table and cut himself up really badly. The court allowed the robber to successfully sue the homeowner.
Wow. And that's been going on for a while too. So,
It has been going on for a while. That's kind of my point here. This isn't something that just popped up. This has been going on for a little while.
And here's another thing is I've noticed is the judicial branch is being weaponized against the conservatives and men in general, and it's even worse over in the UK. And they're going to have they're going to settle this in the cartridge box. And if we don't learn from their lessons, the same thing's going to happen here. Because when it's the fastest way to the two-way rifle range is when a mass amount of people don't get justice in the courts. Because as a historic example, they get that outside the court. And when there's enough people doing that, us humans do this thing called organizing. And it makes everything so much more devastating and focused. And you know who's really good at doing that? I think it's the people who started and fought World War I and World War II, and you get the picture. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the IRA to kick back off.
Oh yeah, they've released some videos.
I've seen a couple of those videos. I'm wondering whether those are propaganda or not. But there's going to come a point where the Irish are going to go, "We're not playing this shit anymore. We've had quite enough of you."
I would love to see at least 1,000 transport planes fly over Ireland and just kick out bundles of Second Amendment gear.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Or, the money used to come through Boston and the weapons used to go out through Detroit.
Yes, I know.
When we were kids, we had a friend named Sammy Metter who lived down in Corktown. And we used to watch the cops raid like two blocks up, and we're like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, those are like IRA houses or something." It'd be like agents go raiding the houses, and we're like, "Oh, that was cool." We were kids; we didn't know. We were just teenagers.
Yeah.
But the court systems have completely gone off the rails. And this did start during the Bolshevik uprising in Russia, where they were deliberately letting off these villains and incarcerating normal citizens. There was just a case in the UK. We were talking about it before the show started. An 18-year-old girl, she's like a Polish or Romanian immigrant, I can't remember which, just got sentenced to life in prison for stabbing her rapist while he was raping her.
Yeah, that is insane.
In what world is that justice of any kind?
Well, it's the world where they magnify the effects of the useful idiots.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing.
It's going to have some bad effects.
Yes.
It's going to have
and I get it. The UK, they don't have firearms. But we human beings are very adaptive, and somebody's going to Green Beret Express that shit over there because it could be done. It's not that difficult.
It's going to get Green Beret Expressed, or all of a sudden Grandpa's medieval collection is going to come out.
Or it'll get SAS expressed.
Or some locals will go, I happen to know where that SAS armory is, and there's only so many of them.
And things happen.
Yeah. Overwhelming numbers are overwhelming numbers. It doesn't matter how good you are.
That's right.
There was even, I think it was Geraldo had Chuck Norris on, and Chuck Norris was asked, "Could you kick everybody's ass in this room?" He said, "No, but I would not want to be the first couple of you."
Yeah, you're right. And guess what? I mean,
we're being pushed to that point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling it over here.
Yep.
And I can't even imagine what's going on in the UK. They've had the the apparat gangs going around, and they were totally
Yeah.
hidden by the government, and the police looked the other way.
Yep.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. That is not going to go well. And I have a feeling that with this immigration invasion in Europe is going to break up the EU, because the EU is the reason why it happened.
The EU is a stupid idea to begin with.
Yes,
It's a stupid idea. The continent of Europe has never had a unified government.
No. It was peaceful in the 1500s.
Kissed by left nut and my right nut.
Okay, the 1600s then.
No.
All right, 1700s.
No.
18.
No.
Definitely 18. No.
Napoleon.
Oh God. Okay, 1900s.
No.
Ah, you're right. You're right. And they're so civilized and sophisticated over there. They can't even go a decade without somebody at each other's fucking throats.
Yeah.
And everybody over here in America, like, we should be like Europe. Oh, really?
They had one generation without a major war.
Yeah. And France has never recovered.
No.
There are just a bunch of I know there's some French people watching this, but I'm going to say it. You guys are surrender monkeys. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I understand.
You're bad at war. I'm sorry. You're bad at war. Your best general was a Corsican. Your finest fighting force is literally called the Foreign Legion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, maybe you should work on that. I don't know.
I don't know. DGN is pretty good. Their SAS, the French DGN, they're pretty good.
Okay.
They were in Algeria and they had a reputation. I never worked with them or met them or got anywhere near them, but they had a good reputation.
How many guys are there? What, they have a brigade?
Fuck if I know. I have no idea.
2 battalions?
I have no idea. Yeah.
If you want to make a difference, you better be able to field armies and corps.
I just know they had a good reputation in Algeria. A reputation for being competent. At any rate, that
rabbit hole.
I'm going to pull us back out of that rabbit hole via another sidebar. Pop and I were talking about this before the show, and we go through all of your emails and as many of the comments on the videos as we can. We really do look at all of that stuff. We try to get to as many things as we can. We can't get to everything, but we see all of that stuff. He gets he gets like 100, 150 emails a day. I get more and more every day. I usually get anywhere between 20 and 50.
Yeah, I'd spend about 2 hours.
A simple matter of time. We're just two dudes.
Yeah, I spend 2 hours. In fact, we had a guy today who's getting crushed in Florida, and I hooked him up with one of our private investigators who's part of the regiment.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we had a guy getting crushed up north here in Michigan that we're trying to help.
Yeah. And listen, if there's any attorneys out there who want to get in this fight, just send us an email to redonkulas12@gmail.com, and we can definitely use your services and crush some sons of bitches.
Yeah. This is our operation is growing despite our best efforts.
It's growing, but the finances are not. So.
Yeah, we're working on that. After the holidays, we're going to be spending some more time on that particular issue. But I just wanted to take a second and let you guys know that, we really do see all of your stuff. If we don't respond to everything, don't go, they don't love us. That's not true. We love you. No homo.
No, we're trying to help as many people as we can.
We have irons in the fire, and it's a lot of fucking work. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to where we were. Let's take a look at, why isn't that up on the screen? Why is it showing me remove?
I don't know.
You stop that screen there. I don't want you. I want you up on the screen. Why won't this go up on the screen?
There it is.
Because it's already there.
All right. Oops. Again, we have flow charts.
Yeah.
I love these. Maybe you can make it bigger so we can look at it.
I don't know if I can. Can I make it bigger? Nope, that doesn't do that.
All right. Oh, well. Just do what you got to do.
There's no zoom on this one. I think I know what to do. hang on. Stop that screen there. I'm going to put us back to here for a second. And I'm going to share.
If you want copies of all this stuff, just send us an
yeah.
email and we'll forward it to you.
Mm-hmm. Add to Stage, remove.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go. That's better. This is the actual PDF instead of the presentation tool that's built into StreamYard, which isn't great. So let's talk about bail, because that's the big thing. That's the tool that they're using. Control plus to zoom in. Thanks, N2 Gas. I saw that. Okay, I have to put the comments down because some of you guys got jokes. I don't need that in the corner of my eye. The historical foundation of bail in the U.S. starts in actually 1789. And they said, okay, if it's not a capital offense, we'll consider bail. And it's always been a part of our system. What's happening now is judges are setting no bail. Well, how did they come to this? And where does the idea come from? We've done shows on this. People like
too much compassion.
People like Herbert Marcuse,
feminists,
the feminist movement, and all of those.
Let's call it what it is, Steve. It's the cult of the cunt. We're not playing around anymore. It's the cult of the cunt.
The Bolshevik cunts.
Yeah. Ooh. The Kunsheviks.
The Kunsheviks. There you go.
It's going in the book.
There you go. Anyway, in 1961, the Manhattan Bail Project was the first modern bail reform experiment, proving feasibility of a non-monetary bail system. Now, what they're claiming is these poor people who commit these crimes are poor, and you can't make them pay bail because, in effect, that means that they're poor and they can't have the money. Well, how about not committing crimes?
Yes.
In every one of these studies, in every single one of these studies, the one thing they never, ever talk about is, how about if you just don't do a crime?
Yeah, but again, this is how they weaponize compassion against you.
Yes.
Mercy is cheap. Compassion is fucking expensive.
Yep.
Yep. And again, it was the Democrats and the cult of the cunt that were like pushing all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're responsible for the immigration invasion because, they want, they should live here and have a chance at a better life. And then you have gay marriage, which shortly thereafter we had trans people grooming our kids in school and teachers pushing that agenda in school. And then it spilled over into the churches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could trace it all back to compassion being pushed by the cult of the cunt.
Well, now it's to the point where they're demanding that parents allow these teachers to teach 5- and 6-year-olds about transgenderism and butt eggs.
Yeah. But that's another show. We can't go too far down this rabbit hole.
That's too far down the rabbit hole, but it's part and parcel of all of this. It is all, in fact, interrelated. It's really annoying. I've got hotkeys for all of this stuff now, and I'm actually having a lot of fun pushing.
And he's using his new computer.
I am using a new computer. Thank you, guys. It actually really made a huge difference, like right the fuck away. So in 61, you got the Manhattan Bail Project. In 66, you got the Bail Reform Act. In 70, DC Court Reforms Act allowed judges to consider dangerousness in capital cases. This was the first jurisdiction to do so. This was important because now a judge can say, oh, well, he didn't stab him too much. I'm just going to set his bail at $50.
Well, here's the thing, though, is a lot of these capital offenses, back in the day, you couldn't get bail, or if you did, it was like multiple millions of dollars, so you couldn't afford it.
Well, it was deliberately priced out of your reach.
Yeah, and they brought it down to the fact where, a $10,000, $20,000 bail for a felonious assault with, intent to kill.
Yeah.
You can go to the bail bondsman and get that. It's not that big. It's not that much of a stretch.
Post a grand. It's not that big of a. did was it incentivized the guy returning to court, because for a lot of people $2,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
For me, that's a lot of money. If I have to post $2,000 in bail, I'm going to show up in court because I need that money back, you know. But these judges now, with the DC case in 1970, they've got the DC Court Reform Act. They can now decide what they want to do with it. Now, 1974, the Speedy Trial Act authorized pilot pretrial services agencies in federal districts. Basically, you have a right to a speedy trial. It's one of the 10 amendments.
Well, unless you're Mercedes Carrera, and she's been in jail for 6 years now without a trial. So,
Yes.
Or we had Matthew Harrison, who spent 5 years in jail before he got his trial.
Some of the J6ers spent 2 or 3 years in prison before
many of them in solitary confinement.
Yeah, many of them in solitary confinement. Exactly. You're supposed to have a right to a speedy trial. So this was just an end run on the whole bail system, because now they can do pretrial and say, okay, we're just going to let you out. We'll see you in court, and hope that the guy comes back, because that works all the time too.
Well, we're getting people with 60, 70 violent arrests, and then they finally kill somebody, and oh yeah, it's okay. And now they're
74 arrests in one case,
and they're trying to pass a bill to actually punish these judges for doing that. How about we put a mechanism in so when they start doing that, we just bounce them the fuck off the bench? Because it's literally eroding our faith in the fucking judicial system.
Has eroded our faith in the judicial system.
Yes, it has.
I don't know anybody who has any faith in the judicial system any longer. It is my opinion, in the same way that when a woman falsely accuses a man of rape and the man gets convicted somehow, but then it's found out that she's lied, I think she should do his time.
Yes.
Whatever that sentence was, whatever that punishment was, whatever the fine was, whatever the jail time was, she should do that. I think the same thing for these judges that let murderers off deliberately in this manner.
And here's another thing too, is a lot of these people get these judgments and then they run to bankruptcy court and get the debt discharged or the judgment discharged. That needs to be stopped as well.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought that was one of those things that was...
It's up to, a lot of times in federal court, it's up to the bankruptcy judge's discretion.
Discretion of the judge. We're going to talk about that too. We've got that covered as well. So
boom, beer me.
So back to this thingy here, Pretrial Services Act goes into 1982 effect in all federal districts. And then in 84, the Bail Reform Act kicks in. That's a reversal allowing pretrial detention based on danger to the community, not just flight risk. It's a preventative detention, which makes sense. If you've got a guy who just stabbed like 7 people, you don't let him out. He's going to stab 8, 9, 10, 11 more.
Yeah, you don't know.
It is reasonable presumption that the person is dangerous, and we're going to detain him to prevent any further harm for a period of time. But then 1987, you've got United States versus Salerno. Supreme Court upheld constitutionality of preventive detention provisions. U.S. versus Salerno is important in that respect. These judges are just ignoring all of this stuff. Now, let me grab this thing over here.
Ignoring.
Oh, that's not supposed to do that.
Unfuck your life.
I unfucked myself. So, in 87, the Supreme Court upheld that through the Salerno case, but then everything started to go into the shitter around the mid-1990s. That's when the WHO, that's when the WEF, that's when Soros and all those people really started to crank up the heat and started to shut everything down. 2001, obviously, we had the 9/11 incident, and within 28 days, we had a whole brand new agency, the TSA.
Yes.
No government works that fast.
Yeah, so...
You can't even get your fucking driver's license in 28 days sometimes.
But, okay, so what he's saying here is they already had it all set up, ready to go.
Yes.
And all they needed was a tidal wave of cash and people to, they stood this up in almost no time flat.
And an incident that just seemed to appear as if from nowhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who knew?
We got told to shut up on 3 different aspects of that that I covered under there that are covered under NDAs, or I would talk about them. I could talk about the explosive packs in the building in Seoul, though.
And there's thermite in there too, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yes.
The idea was North Korea had 10,000 artillery tubes pointed at the city of Seoul. Actually, it was like 11,000. And should shit go sideways and they shell a tall building, you don't want the tall building going into your population.
You want it to fall into its own footprint.
You drop it in its own footprint to mitigate the damage. I asked the officer who was showing us this where they got the idea, and he said, "Oh, from you guys."
Yeah.
And then that was 4 years before 9/11. And then the towers went down that day, and I watched that. I'm like, I know what that is.
The one that
I know what
convinced me
that
was
is.
Tower 7, but that's another show.
It is another show.
Yeah.
Fuck, we rabbit holed again. Is there?
But here's the thing, though, is the judicial branch like influences almost everything. And
Yes.
if you're fucking with that, you're literally fucking with the heart of America.
Yeah.
You really are.
That's a true story. So after all of that rabbit hole that we just went down,
It's like skydiving.
I wonder where it'll go.
This is kind of fun, actually.
Hey, did I ever tell you about Korea?
Yes, way too many times.
I love that.
Yeah. He's right. I do bring that up a lot.
Yes.
I had a lot of shit happen. I was there for a while. Anyway, after that, about 9 years later, early 2010s, task forces and studies in New Jersey and Indiana and Utah and again in New Jersey, they start eliminating cash bail. They start eliminating the concept of cash bail. What this does is these criminals just get out and they go commit more crimes. And at first, because it was only in a couple of areas, people were like, okay, that kind of sucks. I wish you wouldn't do that.
Blue City hellholes.
But Blue City hellholes.
Shitholes.
Nobody really reacted. Then it starts to get really ugly. And I have to click back over here to do that. I'm still learning. New Mexico Supreme Court created ad hoc pretrial release committee, Texas bail reform task force, New Mexico's constitutional amendment passed, 87% voter approval. I highly doubt that. Anytime you see an election result that high at a state level or above, I have questions.
Shocking. I'm shocked. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Okay. Prohibiting detention solely for the inability to pay cash bail. You're a
Then don't do the
criminal.
crime.
I'm detaining you. Don't do the crime.
Yep.
That's crazy. Illinois established a task force at the same time. Alaska enacted bail reform, took effect in 2018. And okay, Alaska is a unique place. I've never actually been there, but I had buddies who were stationed at Wainwright, places like that. And they said, there's really not a great deal to do there. And there's a real problem with alcohol and meth and apparently wife beating.
Well, they go hand in hand, meth and dicks.
Meth and
Okay.
dicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you kind of need to detain some of these people, and now you can't. In 2017, New Jersey virtually eliminated cash bail in favor of risk assessment approach. And you can imagine who they had doing the risk assessment stuff. It's going to be graduates, like was a student last week, evaluating a gang lord on whether or not that individual may or might not be dangerous.
Or a mob guy.
Yeah.
Because the mob is pretty big on the East Coast. At least it was. I don't know about now, but
I saw Goodfellas once. He doesn't seem that bad to me.
You're right. But back in the day, if you got whacked by the mob, more than likely you were involved in that lifestyle. Nowadays, that is not the case.
I haven't kept track of them of late. Yeah, back in the day, we had them here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Sterling Heights is where all the captains lived. All the bosses lived in Grosse Pointe, and a couple of other places. And it was like I went to high school with some of the kids. There were a couple of the families that lived near where I lived my sophomore year of high school before I moved to Detroit. And if you didn't bother their families, they didn't bother your families.
Yeah.
It was as simple as that. They left the non-gang people alone. So they kind of had their own court system going on. And the biggest gang in Detroit was the Purple Gang. And that was an all-Jewish gang. And they were so dangerous that Al Capone never came to Detroit.
I remember hearing that.
That's because of the Purple Gang in the 20s and 30s. They didn't just go away. They went into politics.
Yep. And they had they bought some taxi cab stuff, went legit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And many of them not only were in the Purple Gang, but were also committed Bolsheviks.
Ah, here we go.
That's where they got a lot of their money.
Mm-hmm.
The Marxist gangs and stuff, that's where they got a lot of their fucking money. Is from the actual mob.
And
so
this goes back to the judges.
Yeah.
The mobs actually threw into campaigns for judges and got...
They either owned the judges or were the judges.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Well, the thing is, a mob family could afford to send a son to law school and then, guide him to become a judge. And then all kinds of crazy shit could take place. And that's kind of familiar with, I don't know, some of people of particular religion who are doing that, who just came over here and, the past 20 years, who like to stone people to death. Yeah. Well,
the other one.
They like to stone people to death and throw people from buildings.
If you're from Michigan, you know the Bernstein Law Firm, Bernstein Law Firm. Old man Sam Bernstein founded this law firm in Detroit. That's one of the most successful law firms there is in the entire state. And they are in every legal aspect of everything. Why does this matter? Well, because old Sam Bernstein is the grandson of the leader of the fucking Purple Gang. That's why.
Yeah.
Do you think he got where he is solely on his merits? Because he's got the biggest law firm for any of this stuff in the state.
Now, let's maybe the realist here, okay?
Okay.
You are never, ever going to get rid of corruption 100% because we're evil, hairless monkeys, and that's just the way we roll.
Yep.
But once it gets over a certain threshold, the normal people need to have a mechanism to shut that shit down, and we don't. We just don't have one.
We do. We are afraid to use it, and they're very good at dissuading us from using it. As a matter of fact, it's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this show tonight, because one of the things that they do is anytime anybody becomes effective, they turn the court system on them. And while they're ejecting people, violent offenders, not putting them in prison, they're taking people who are effective and putting them in jail.
Correct.
The Proud Boys. I personally think the Proud Boys, most of those guys are a bunch of douche nozzles. Just because I think they behave like douche nozzles. We had some encounters.
But here's the thing with the Proud Boys. They literally stereotyped them as white supremacists while their leader was a black guy.
The leader was a black guy. There was a gay Puerto Rican or otherwise Hispanic guy. And then the one white guy leader was married to a black girl.
Yeah. Like, come on. It's so stupid.
Yeah. And they demonized them and pounded the crap out of them, and they did it very publicly. And there's a reason these courts do these things very publicly. They go after people like that very publicly because the people they're pounding on were effective.
Yes.
And they're making it known to the public that if you try to stand up to them, they will crush you.
Mm-hmm.
So on one hand, they're freeing criminals. On the other hand, they're crushing the shit out of anybody who gets in their way. Gosh, that sounds familiar. Gosh, that sounds a lot like 1917 and the Bolsheviks.
Here we go.
I know. It's going to be one of those nights, guys. Sorry. So anyway, there we were, hip deep in soju caps.
Yeah, and for anyone out there, trying to figure out what I'm drinking, I went to the emergency room last night with a fucking migraine headache from hell. So I'm laying low on the booze for a few days.
You should probably stay with fucking sugar too. Sugar will give you a headache. That's why SoCo gives you a freaking turbo hangover. It's the sugar content.
Correct. So I'm laying low because I literally spent like 4 hours in there. Had to get like the Toradol, Benadryl, and some other stuff put in an IV, which took my headache from like a 9.5 to a 4 in like 45 minutes, which is good.
That's like an IV when you've got a hangover in the morning.
Yes, but the thing is it's because of the TBI and all that other bullshit I suffered in Iraq. I have horrible headaches, and it just is what it is. So that's what's going on. I'm just honest with you guys. I'm not a good liar.
You're damaged good, baby.
Yes, I am.
You're damaged goods.
I'm cool with it. I accept it. What are you going to do?
So anyway, where were we on this little thing over here? Oh, yes. Late 2010s, there was a second wave. It was New York, California, and then New York again. Bail reform took place in 2020. In March of 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic struck, which accelerated releases and court delays.
Yes, and anyone who fought the lockdown was crushed.
And locked up.
Yes, and I think they overturned the New York governor like 2 or 3 times. They overturned Whitmer once.
Yep.
Why they're allowed to stay in office after that is beyond me, because all they would do is go, "Oh, that's unconstitutional. Oh, I'll just reword it and do it again."
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Once you get your pee slapped, okay, I can tolerate it once because most people can make a mistake. I get it. But if you keep doing it, you need to be gone.
Yeah.
We need to put a mechanism in for that.
Again, we have such a corrupt judicial system that these judges won't dare to prosecute any of these people. Now, these judges, this court system, this has all been infiltrated since the 1940s. We talked about this with the Marcuse thing. Well, he was involved in the State Department and education. There were other groups involved in getting everybody into these judicial positions. And each time somebody left one of those positions, starting in the 1940s, a Marxist would put another Marxist in the next position.
Yeah.
Until we eventually had everybody in there. Almost everybody is a committed Marxist, and they will ideologically screen people. I heard incidents in the military of officers above the rank of captain being screened ideologically.
Yeah. And a lot of times the former enlisted officers didn't go through the taking the communist lessons from the DIACA, which is West Point and other organizations.
West Point, Mississippi, a couple others. Citadel.
The best officers I ever served with were former enlisted, but they never made it past like major.
Nope, because they were not ideologically vetted.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. One of my favorite officers never made it past colonel for that same reason. He was never ideologically vetted and refused to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And you know what? I mean, this is gonna just I can't see us turning back from this in a peaceful manner.
No.
And it's breaking my heart.
Yeah, it's bad.
This is going to wind up with a lot of people, a lot of chaos, and a lot of mob rule for a while. Then it'll coalesce into organizations. They'll fight each other, and then it's going to be bad for about a decade. I would say once it kicks off, you got about 10 years of just absolute pandemonium and death and horrible.
The inner cities are going to be grim.
Yeah,
in a lot of cases, because there are going to be a lot of services out. People don't know how, in this day and age, most people don't know how to get food or water. And water's the big one.
Yeah. 3 days without water and you're a kicking chicken.
Yeah. Yep.
Whew.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're being so nihilist here, but you know,
it is it
It's
just
the truth.
is what it is, man. It just is
I mean,
what it is.
I
This is
have
where we
seen
are.
this shit
Yeah.
in various countries, and it is not good.
Yep. And a lot of it has to do with these damn judges. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So in 2020, with the COVID lockdowns and everything, they really used that to set a lot of bad people free. And that was the Bolshevik Revolution on steroids. Look, if you've got the time to read about this stuff, I know I talk about it incessantly. Go read it and see what I'm talking about. It's a nightmare. I'm about a third of the way through the biography of the last general of the White Armies, who ended up having to flee to the West, who fought the Bolshevik armies, and it's terrifying stuff. They would slaughter whole areas, whole regions, just wipe them out.
Yep.
Just to make a point. Just to show that you can't resist us. And in many cases, who was the guy who talks about where if we had just been waiting behind doors with clubs and axes for them, instead of waiting quietly, hiding in our beds to be taken to the camps?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
the reference that I'm talking about.
Here's the thing, though. Okay. In a situation like that, it becomes a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
And if there's more of you than them,
Yes.
you can win, but it's going to be a long, drawn out, bloody slugfest. And you gotta have the balls to do it.
Initially, Solzhenitsyn. Yep, that's it. Initially, it's going to be bloody, and it's going to look grim, and it's going to look like you can't win. But the fact of the matter is, no government ever outnumbers the people. It's not a thing.
Yep.
Never has been, never will be. Now,
Correct.
we're not advocating violence. We don't do that here.
Well,
Not
we're
big on
talking about
violence.
actual history here.
We're talking about history.
Yeah.
But governments just don't outnumber people. And eventually, in many cases, in many countries, the color revolution we talked about, go back and watch our color revolution episode if you want to know how that topples. The police will often go, you know what? Maybe we're on the wrong side of events this time.
Yeah.
And even the militaries sometimes will do that.
Didn't that happen in was it Romania?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where the police and the army was like, you know what? You're an asshole. Fuck you. And
yeah. Ceausescu ended up,
and his wife got executed.
Yep. That is exactly correct.
And I believe after they got whacked, a large majority of the judges responsible for imprisonments and what have you, they also got their life expectancy radically shortened as well.
There was some impromptu justice moments after that. Anyway, during the lockdowns, huge rollback events took place. They expanded bail eligible offenses. They added new detention categories, but the thing is, as they added these new detention categories, they detained less people. So it was performative.
It's a shell game, 3 shell Monty.
Yes, exactly so.
Oh, look, no jail for you.
Yep.
And no jail for you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Weaken the system. Make everyone afraid.
Now,
and fuck off.
If somebody in one of the chats can chuck $1 and confirm this for us, California Proposition 25 referendum rejected legislature's proposed cash bail elimination. Now, that I know of, California actually chucked 25 even after the people voted for it.
Yep.
I know they did that with Prop 8. Somebody from California or who knows what I'm talking about, can you confirm the Prop 25 thing? In Illinois, the Safety Act was the big one. It was Pretrial Fairness Act eliminating cash bail, scheduled for January 2023 implementation. That did get implemented. California Supreme Court in the Humphrey decision, unanimously declared conditioning freedom solely on ability to pay bail was unconstitutional. Look, you have to detain criminals. It's not, they committed the crime. They wouldn't have to be kicking bail if they hadn't committed a crime. This is not a rocket science type of issue.
Well, it's basically you have the conservatives who basically run the world on math. It either maths or it doesn't math. And then you have the progressives and the Democrats who are communists, and they're like, well, you should be able to have everything for free because it's your right. But they don't.
They already have a
playbook. Math. It never maths.
They already have a playbook.
Yes.
The Bolsheviks already have a playbook, and they're playing that playbook. Okay? That playbook is being run on you right now. The court system, as it stands today, is identical in behavior to 1917 to 1921 Russia.
Correct.
Identical in behavior. And that's here in the U.S. That way, those of you in other countries who happen to be listening, I'd love to know what's going on there. I believe the U.K. is similar. There's a guy I talked to on the side who's in the UK. He says, yeah, it's bad. It's really fucking bad.
Yep.
But,
and here, look, and Steve and I disagree on this, but I think that one of the things that allowed it to get so bad now is they did a dress rehearsal in divorce court and family court, because they literally just don't even pay attention to the Constitution of the United States at all. They turn you into a wage slave.
Yes.
And the woman only has
Constitution.
They ignore it completely. The woman only has to trick you for 2 years and 1 day that the child's yours, and then you're on the hook for the rest of your life. That is fucking slavery.
Yep.
Women
it's also fraud.
Women do paternity fraud, and they're never charged for that, even though they're soaking a guy for hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes over a decade. If you did that in the real world, on the other side of family court, you'd be looking at 5 to 10 years in the federal pen. But women do it on the regular, and they get away with it. It is fucking disgusting. In fact, we have that one guy who filed that lawsuit against the judge. Every VA disability has about a half a dozen federal laws that protect it from being impounded in any way, shape, or form. But every single state and every single county ignores that because it's a cash cow, and they want their piece of that fucking money.
And it could also jeopardize their position on the bench if they challenge it.
Correct. So, that was their dress rehearsal, and it's going on right now.
Yeah. The case you're talking about is the case that you and I have been dealing with all day, correct?
Yes.
In that, a magistrate who happens to be a dykish-looking liberal female.
I'm shocked.
Dykish-looking white liberal female. Ignored all of the statements of facts to claim that the case was about child support, which it specifically said in the case was not. Now, we're going to have that case on the show. That's going to get brought onto the show. We're actually going to talk about that. But I can give you these details right now. This judge lied about the case, ignored the facts, and made shit up, and then is calling for that case to be, she recommended that it be removed, that it be dismissed.
And we need to get something put together and have an attorney file that shit.
I mean, I'm not an attorney. I'm just a paralegal, but I can tell you by looking at what she wrote that she wrote a false official statement. And that is what she is relying on to ask for that case to be removed, for it to be dismissed. Her recommendation is for that to be dismissed. So I ran her file. I looked into her, and guess what? She's done that before.
Yeah, she's been bought and paid for.
See this? It's my shocked face.
Correct.
So we see you there, magistrate. We'll bring your name up later after we get all the stuff off of the pacer. So anyway,
all right. Sorry.
Let's finish up with this one. Yeah. No, this all applies because it's all about corrupt judicial. Notice I didn't mention Korea once.
Yes.
Anyway, now 2024, 2025, the last year, has seen political backlash and public backlash as well. We're part of that public backlash. That's how this show came to be, this episode. Increased criticism of bail reform in multiple jurisdictions, high-profile violent crimes by released defendants sparking renewed debate. The guy who stabbed the poor woman on the train, had a whole list,
a litany of crimes before this.
He should have been buried under the jail, and he still got out to stab that poor girl like that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there.
President Trump signed executive orders targeting cashless bail policies in August of 2025, withholding federal grant funding from jurisdictions with such policies. Now, one of the things that those jurisdictions claim is that they have a right to that federal money. No, you don't. That federal money shouldn't be there to begin with. You shouldn't be getting any federal money. Nowhere in the Constitution does it state that the federal government may take monies and distribute it amongst the states.
Correct.
That doesn't exist. It is something that they made up.
Yeah, and we're seeing the effects of that. We've had billions of dollars, trillions of dollars taken in fraud, and they still want to keep raising fucking taxes.
Yeah. One of the best examples is the education system.
Mm-hmm.
Education in this country has plummeted. It is tanked.
Mm-hmm. But the cost has gone up.
The way that I read, Pop's just a freak. The way that I read the stuff that I talk about sometimes, that was normal when I was younger. Almost everybody could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, anybody under the age of 40, you ask them questions about who fought the war in the Crimea, or who is Napoleon, or things like that.
They don't know.
When was Julius Caesar alive? They have no idea. Not the faintest fucking clue. These are all things that we studied in school. But none of that is there anymore. These kids can't read, write, or do basic math.
Yep. But yet, there's a reason why bridges and stuff falls down.
Yeah.
Because math is racist.
Math is racist. One of my favorite movies is Edward James Olmos plays a calculus teacher in South LA. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
No.
I can't remember the name of the damn movie. Anyway, it's a true story about a teacher named Jaime Moreno. And he goes into this class, and it's a bunch of disaffected Mexican kids in an LA classroom, and none of them will do anything, and they won't listen. He manages to get their attention, and he teaches them calculus to prove that he can do it.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. And a bunch of them end up liking it. Like one or two of them don't make it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Okay. I struggle with advanced math. Pop's the math guy. I do languages. Anyway, he really existed, this Jaime Moreno guy, and he really taught these kids calculus. You could do it. You have to get government out of the frickin' way. That's the problem, is because they're taught from these government curricula that are pushed on our kids, and it's garbage.
It teaches to the lowest level.
Teaches to the lowest level.
So you're pulling the top guys down to the lowest level because you're teaching at that level.
Yeah.
And I would also say the destruction of the nuclear family also has a lot to do with the
Now, how
education.
do these things tie to this court system? I'll tell you how. It creates a compliant society. Now the courts can get these people to do whatever they want because they're just sheep.
Sheeple? No.
You are a transactional item.
Mm-hmm. They're sheeples with PhDs. No. Say it isn't so.
Yeah. You are a transaction. You're not a human being anymore. To these people, you're just a fucking transaction.
I mean, I got a bachelor's degree and I saw how fucking stupid it was. And I'm like, because they're like, you should go for your master's. I'm like, no.
No.
For
what? What am I going to do with that?
Yeah, there's no upside to that at all. So no.
Yep. I have multiple degrees. I use what I learned operationally at units like civil affairs or brigade a lot more than I use any of the stuff from any of my degrees.
Yeah, my degree was in public administration with a minor in statistical analysis and accounting. And I never used that other than when I went to civil affairs. All the other places I got jobs at, all they said is, do you have a bachelor's degree? Yes. Okay, that was all. That was the last time. It was like just a hurdle I had to jump over to get the job.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep. Now, let's move along to end mandatory minimums. Let's find out where all of this is coming from now that we've discussed the whole timeline of it. And I note that this took up a large chunk of the show. That was kind of to be expected, the timeline. I wanted you guys to understand where this was coming from and what the results were, and see some of the pushback that just started in the last couple of years. But here we have end mandatory minimums, inflexible, harsh sentences exacerbate crime and racial disparities alike, by Allison Siegler. This is from 2021. Now, oh, what's this? This essay is part of the Brennan Center series, examining the punitive excess that has come to define America's criminal legal system. Well, wait a minute. Who's Brennan?
I don't know.
It's that Brennan. It's John Brennan, the CIA director.
Wow. They're involved? Say it isn't so.
In the bail system thing. I'm shocked, I tell you. I'm shocked.
Shocked, I tell you.
I'm shocked to find the hand of the CIA with its fist firmly up the ass of this whole thing. Shocked, I tell you. To dismantle America's dehumanizing and racially skewed human caging system, we must eliminate mandatory minimums. Forget swinging the pendulum from tough on crime to leniency. It always swings back. Instead, we need a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift occurs in 3 phases. We're talking about Marxism here. It starts with a dominant paradigm, moves through a crisis phase. Oh, look, a crisis. And ends with a revolutionary change in worldview. Gosh, that sounds like a communist regime to me.
Yeah, it's the same pattern.
It's the same Bolshevik playbook.
Yeah, drink. It's the same shit.
It's the same exact playbook. That constitutes a new dominant paradigm. Now, it mentions minimum sentencing. And in most states and federally, there are minimum sentencing guidelines that judges typically feel obligated to abide by. But these new judges, with their new ideology and
discretion,
their discretion, are literally ignoring all of these sentencing guidelines. It's just ignoring these sentencing guidelines.
And there's nothing in the books to to take the judge to task.
Yes.
Like if we say, "Oh, okay, you're not following the guidelines, all right, your judicial immunity's gone." The victims are gonna sue you into the fucking Stone Age.
Exactly that. We
need to make that shit happen.
Yep. They lean on their judicial immunity.
What a bunch of bullshit. Hang on a minute. Let me give the speech.
Oh, all right.
All right. As you know, we've been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason, and we're operating on a shoestring budget. So any little bit you can send in goes a long way. And in this Thursday, we're going to read our 576th life saved into the record.
Woo!
We would not be able to do this and move forward without your contributions, and they're greatly appreciated because we're not getting ad revenue, despite the fact that YouTube is running ads on everything we have and paying us nothing. So help us out if you can. We deeply appreciate it, and the fight continues.
Yep. True story. I saw that firsthand the other day too. I watched one of our videos on YouTube and it ran a bunch of ads, and then I went and checked and we don't get any of that.
Yeah. It's limited or no monetization is what they say. And they run the same amount of ads.
Yes.
Even on the monetized videos, and Rumble does it to an extent too, but we're not.
Arguably, it is theft.
Yes.
It is theft of revenue.
Yeah.
Arguably, it is theft. So anyway, back to this thing here. This is really interesting. Currently, the dominant paradigm in the criminal legal system is the myth that imposing harsh mandatory minimum sentences and locking people of color in cages is necessary to keep white people safe. Right off the bat, we're making the race element. Now, remember, a color revolution is something different, but these people make everything about race because that is a key lever for them.
It's divisive.
Divide things.
Yeah, it's divisive.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Now, let me give some stats on that.
Okay.
If you go to the criminal uniform crime report, they put it out every year.
Yep.
Okay. And they break the crime down by race, and a large percentage of violent crimes and what have you conducted by the black community. Now, the black community makes up 13 to 18% of the population. And in any given time, you have roughly 9% are male. Of that 9%, 3.5%, 4% are between the ages of 16 and 40. And that is the demographic that's conducting this huge amount of crime. So 4% of that population.
13 to 40.
13 to 40? I thought
13 to 40.
Yeah.
They start young.
Yeah. And then they say, well, it's racist to punish these people, but you're like, when you look at just the numbers, I'm a numbers guy. I'm just like, these are the numbers. This is the truth on the ground.
Yeah.
And they're using that as a lever of division.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. It really is. I'm sick of it.
Now, I am going to correct this as I always do, not meaning that I always correct you, but people always say 13% is committing X amount. No, it's not. It's worse than that because it's only 5%.
Correct.
Because babies and grannies and old dudes playing dominoes aren't committing these crimes, okay? It's only 5% committing anywhere from 55 to 80% of the crime, depending on what the crime is.
Correct. Now, Caucasians are really good at like white collar crime.
Yes, we're white collar crimers and we're drunk drivers.
And if you start looking at the numbers, as the single mothers have exploded in the Caucasian community, you're seeing the same patterns.
Yeah.
It's getting bad.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's almost as if not having a nuclear family seems to create the problem.
Wow. Who knew?
What I'm doing here is foreshadowing because there's going to be a follow-on episode to this where we take the family courts and hold them up against this information and show you what happens.
Yeah.
And if you think this episode made you want to drink, well, hang on to your shorts and bring an extra beverage.
Yep.
Because it's going to get frisky up in this motherfucker. The principle that underlies mandatory minimums is dehumanization. As Isabel Wilkerson writes, our country's racial caste system relies on dehumanization to lock the marginalized outside the norms of humanity so that any action against them is seen as reasonable. So many of the horrors Wilkerson catalogs in the program of purposeful dehumanization instituted by the Nazis, there we go again,
there we go,
and by the United States during chattel slavery have analogs in today's carceral state, prison state.
All right, so they're adding Nazis, racial division, and slavery.
Yes. Yeah. Now,
okay.
I want to point out something about slavery while we're sitting there next to it. You see a lot of photos of a lot of these slaves and the slave families. And they're talking about chattel slavery, which means generational slavery is what they're talking about. If you're born into a slave family, you were a slave. Okay. Now, I have mentioned before, I know, I'm sorry, that I interviewed Korean defectors.
Here we go.
I'm gonna back it off of that and just say this. The first thing to go when a human being is stressed to the point of like torture or starvation or really, really hard deprivation, the first thing to go is breeding.
Okay.
Childbearing. It's the first thing to go. These slave families were having 8, 10, 12 kids. Why? Why were they having 8, 10, 12 kids? Because you don't mistreat really expensive equipment. You treat it well.
Yep.
That's the only way they were having 8, 10, 12 kids.
And here's another thing. In Northern Africa, slavery is alive and well, and there's even more slaves. Yeah, there's more slaves today than we had during the 1800s, 17 and 1800s.
During the lockdowns, when I would go down to Detroit, go to Eastern Market and stuff, I'd see I would deliberately stop them and say the last time I saw a black man with a mask on his face was the slave markets in Algeria. And they would look at me, and I said it was so they couldn't spit or bite on the slave masters. And a couple of them got real big eyes.
Yeah.
That's the truth, though.
And here's another fact.
That's why they muzzled the slaves.
You want to know why, the Middle East doesn't have a lot of African, race in there? Because Islam used to turn them into eunuchs by cutting off their Johnsons or their testicles.
That's correct.
So they couldn't reproduce, and then they just worked them to death. Mm-hmm. And then you have all of the people in Africa converting to Islam. I mean, wow, that is insane.
Yeah. This gets we're gonna keep going here.
We're rabbit holing.
We were rabbit holing like a motherfucker. Punitive excess. America's criminal legal system is unduly harsh. Experts explain how we got here and solutions that will benefit everyone. America can't shrink its reliance on mass incarceration until we confront our approach to punishment. These essays by renowned experts. Anytime they say experts or scientists, just disregard whatever they're saying.
Well, the thing is we're beyond trust the science now. So
everyone
should, anytime you hear that trust the silence, you should fuck off.
Yeah. Together they illustrate how necessary it is to rein in the punitive excess of the criminal legal system, which is inexorably entwined with the legacy of slavery.
There we go.
What?
There we go.
They also highlight how we have marginalized poor communities and people of color through criminalization and punishment, addressing a range of issues from policing to prosecution to incarceration to life after prison. The writers highlight how our nation has prioritized excess punishment over more supportive and less traumatic ways of dealing with social harm. So they're trivializing the crime, turning the perpetrator into the victim, and turning the victim into the felon. That's what this is. That's exactly how this mentality works.
And you're seeing it in real time in the UK. Yes. It's even worse over there because they don't have guns. The government doesn't fear their population.
Yeah. Now, once again, all of these links are going to be available. You can go through all of these. The Brennan site is terrifying in that it is basically just 1917 Russia redo.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And one of the reasons that they keep repeating these lessons is we're not learning from them. And it's easy to make useful idiots. Yeah. It just is.
Yes.
And I can't tell how many times people are like, well, you're in the army, you're just a useful idiot. I'm like, yeah, not really. I got to see shit up close and personal, and I know how that shit works.
You and I also both worked in special operations. You on the pointy end, me on the thinky end, and we got to see a lot of the underside of the moving parts of some things.
Yes, and
it really opens your eyes.
Yeah, and I went into special operations because they allow you to think for yourself.
Yes,
they rely on that. Because you're a force multiplier.
Yeah, that's exactly why they take you in. And back when Pop and I went into that stuff, it was a selection process. And if the other guys in the unit didn't want you there, you weren't there.
You're gone.
Yeah. So it was you had to earn your right to stay there, and you could be tossed out at any time.
But now we got young men who have no father, taught by women who are said they're bad, should be ashamed of being masculine. You're toxic if you are.
Yes.
They're literally blaming and shaming a whole generation. It's 2 generations of men now into being neutered eunuchs without going through having their dick cut off. Oh, wait a minute. Some of them are actually. So there you go.
Yeah.
This is so aggravating.
It is.
That I'm watching this take place in real time.
Yeah.
And all I can do is talk to 1,000 people who tune in at once across all the platforms. I have no idea why more people aren't waking up to this.
They are. They just don't know where to go or who to talk to or how to organize.
Well, they're not going to wake up until gas is like $10 a gallon, which is going to be in New York and California shortly because of the Green New Deal laws that got pushed through.
Yes.
And then when that happens, you're going to actually have people graveyard dead, starving to death. And that is going to be a big motivator to wake people up, because especially if it happens relatively quickly, because you're going to have a whole couple generations of people like, wait a minute, we used to have all of this abundance back when it was such and such, and now it's all fucked up.
Yeah. At least we've got an evil button pushing monkey, though.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got some catching up to do.
You've got a lot of catching up to do. At any rate, I mentioned the sentencing.
Sentencing.
I know what my problem is.
Not enough beer?
Not enough beer.
Okay. I get it.
It'll be okay. At any rate, sentencing guidelines. The United States Sentencing Commission is a thing. Here's their site. Here's the 25 sentencing guidelines manual. This is what all of the courts are supposed to review. All of the judges are supposed to take into consideration. There's the whole manual. We've got all of the archives down here. Again, all these links will be made available. 2024, 2023, 2021. There isn't a revision for every year, obviously. There are proposed 2026 amendments. Issue for comment on retroactively published April 2025, etc. We don't need to go through this, but as you can see, we've got guidelines. We've got research, interactive data analyzer. That sounds fun. Policy. Actually, hang on 1 second. I think I'm going to bookmark that one. Here, give me a Control D. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, hey, this is sentenced individuals in each district. This could be useful.
Look at Michigan. There's like a line that goes north to south.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't notice this before. Toy. Wow. Sentenced individuals by type of crime. Hey, immigration, 30%, drugs, 29%, firearms, 13%, fraud, theft, embezzlement, 8%, other, 9.8%, robbery, money laundering, child pornography, and sexual abuse. I'm happy to see those are low.
Yeah, well, we lost track of 600,000 minors over the past 4 years, and those, I can tell you, those stats are not being reported, and that is disgraceful.
If I was younger and in better shape, I would have a hobby that would not ever see the light of day.
I understand completely what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's my line in the sand. No women, no kids.
I get it.
And yeah. Yeah, if I was younger and in better shape, I would have a hobby. At any rate, as you can see, the United States Sentencing Commission has interactive data analyzer, major crime types, demographics. Wow, this is hang on. Oh, number of sentences sentenced individuals by race over time. White, black, Hispanic. Look at that. Hey,
yeah.
Interesting. Oh,
now listen,
you Hispanic guys are doing a lot of crimes out there.
Okay, and here's another thing. On the Uniform Crime Report, they actually take the Hispanics and mix them in with the whites. All right, now listen, I'm not being a racist here. I'm just showing you the goddamn data.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Now, all of this data that you're seeing here, these courts are ignoring these guidelines, which is the fucking problem. The courts are ignoring these guidelines and doing whatever they want. In many cases, they're literally doing what they want. In the case of the family court thing we were talking about, our buddy here in Michigan, he's freaking losing his shit because this judge is getting away with whatever the hell the judge wants, while federal judges are running interference.
Yeah.
There's going to come a point. This is something you and I have discussed over the years many times. We've got 24 years of combat veterans right now. 24 years of combat veterans. At some point in time, you're going to pick the wrong one of those guys, and it's going to get really fucking ugly. Because there are some guys out there in that 24 years of guys that you trained and then sent to kill people in foreign countries. There are some guys out there that are serious badasses.
And they're not really going to take kindly to be turned into a slave and having their children taken away.
And if one of those guys suddenly snaps, it's going to get ugly. I don't know what that will look like, but I do know that it will be fucking spectacular.
In a bad way.
In a very bad way. When I say spectacular, it means somebody's day is just going to go right to shit.
Yep.
And it might go to shit for a long time.
Like I said, if you can't get justice in the courts, historically speaking, they will seek it outside the courts.
Jimmy, I have new buttons.
Uh-oh.
Watch this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I programmed my keyboard. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I can toggle through the side panels too. It's very handy. Quite happy. I'm still memorizing and I'm still building the muscle memory. So I hit a wrong button every now and then, or I forget that I'm not on the screen.
Now, I would love to actually get the numbers with all of these corrupt judges, the progressive judges, how much campaign money they actually received. All right. And I listened to an announcement that Trump made, I think it was yesterday, the day before, about, we're going to release all of this information. I'm getting sick and tired of the words. All right. I want to see some fucking action.
Yes.
Because if you don't get this to the root and the stem, it's only going to grow back, and it's going to be even tougher to remove after that.
Yeah.
I would love to see a night of the long knives. Because listen, if you're taking kickbacks like that one Somali senator, or
all of Minnesota's doing it.
Yeah,
the whole Minnesota government's doing it.
But she's been in office like 6-7 years, and she's worth $30 million. Are
you talking about Ilhan Omar?
Yes.
Yeah.
$30 million. You should be able to source where that money came from and ask a bunch of questions. What's going on? You should be able to do it for judges as well. They should not be immune to having the federal government climb up their ass and review their financial statements. In fact, it should be a law. If you're going to be sitting on the bench, you're going to sit in government, you should actually have your finances scrutinized, because we're seeing so much rampant fucking corruption.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
God, I'm getting so worked up over this.
Well, it's bad.
Yeah,
that's okay, Pop. I have a brand new Billy Von Baum video we're gonna play for Super Chat time.
Ruh-roh.
It's gonna cheer you right up.
Okay.
Or is it?
It's a little on the long side, but it'll cheer you up.
That's okay. That's okay. We need
it.
it. That's okay. We need it. Look, this is a heavy. It's about to get heavier. I have a lot of material that I can bring to bear right now that would just cause you to fly into a rage. So I'm only going to do a couple of select ones, and maybe we'll start the super chats a little early tonight to accommodate the longer video and keep people from going into an orange jumpsuit frenzy of prison loaf.
Prison loaf.
So without further ado, this one is, and this is for all the you racists out there. This case is the most egregious case I've seen in forever, and it involves a white teenager. Oklahoma teen avoids jail time after being convicted of rapes, sparking protests at court hearing. The judge gave this little cocksucker nothing.
Wow.
He is on video probation.
Probation and like a couple other classes and community service.
Now go back up to the picture.
He was recorded raping one of the girls.
All right, so you'll notice this is a fucking white guy, and we want to see him get fucking crucified. That's how we roll here. You fuck up, we want to see you get your ass fucking kicked, and it doesn't matter where you are in the socioeconomic classes or what color your fucking skin is or what God you worship to. Fuck all the way off. Law and justice needs to be applied evenly across the board.
Yeah, right. I follow a few anon accounts on Twitter and whatnot. They did a deep dive on this guy and his family.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. This is, no women, no kids. I've said it before.
Yep.
I'll say it again. No women, no kids. I would put this little fucker through a wood chipper with an IV in his arm and take about 4 days doing it.
Let's just be honest. That very well could happen. Where did this take place?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad. He could get. It'd be a shame if somebody had him mounted by a prize bull.
Well, listen, there's a weird thing that happens in areas, the Caucasian areas. Yeah. You have like this mixing. You have the white trash, all right, and then you have the rednecks. And when they come together, there's like a little blending, and that's like red trash fucking land. And all kinds of crazy shit happens there.
Yeah.
All right, that's just me.
So this young man, Jesse Butler, was met by angry protesters when he showed up to court on Monday, December 8th, after it was revealed he will not have to serve any prison time after he was convicted of raping 2 high school students. While he was convicted as a youthful offender, a judge relieved Butler, 18, of serving any jail time. He's 18. Of serving any jail time back in October. In light of the decision, many people have expressed outrage and participated in protests over the decision. During the December 8th hearing, the court determined Butler is in compliance with the terms of his youthful offender agreement. He raped 2 girls! What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Due to the conclusion, he will be allowed to remain out of prison and instead only be on probation. However, a judge warned him that he will go to prison as an adult for a very long time if he violates the agreement. If you're naughty again, young man, I'll punish you.
Yeah.
Be a damn shame if somebody went, you know what? Nope.
If one of those was one of my kids, that guy would spit.
I would. Prison is not a deterrent to me at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the
prison's not a deterrent to me at that point.
I saw the video of him leaving the courthouse, and I made the comment of, if that was one of my girls, one of my children, he wouldn't have made it to the car that was waiting to him outside the courthouse. That's just me.
I got you.
You know, what's the famous Gary Pluchet?
Oh yeah, the one who smoked the guy who raped his son.
Yes.
Yeah. I would channel my inner Gary, and that
would be a bad thing. I get you. Let's not go into details.
We don't need to go into details.
We are not glorifying violence. I'm just saying that, in egregious cases like this,
prison is no longer a deterrent.
In a complete hypothetical situation, things and stuff would happen.
Things and stuff could happen. Butler was arrested in March following reports that he assaulted 2 high school students in Stillwater when he was 16 and 17 years old. According to News 9, he initially faced a sentence of 78 years on multiple charges. He was convicted in August, though he ultimately avoided jail time by being put on probation. 78 years. As part of the youthful offender agreement, this is their new lenient sentencing. This is what I'm talking about. Go read the sentencing guidelines. This kid is 18 now, 16, 17 years old. You are old enough to know what you're doing, period.
Yeah.
Period. You might maybe convince me that there might be a little bit of an argument if an 8-year-old did something like this. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
this kid's 16, 17,
this is
18
my
years
opinion.
Old.
This is just my opinion. he should have got at least a minimum of 20 years without parole, at a minimum.
Minimum.
Yep.
One of Butler's victims' parents spoke out about the ruling while appearing on Good Morning America on Wednesday. Community service and counseling doesn't equate to what he did to her, what he's taken from her, said the mother. The victim's father added, I'm just hoping that his name will be out there, that somebody will know he's capable of this, and just anything we can do to prevent other harm. Added the dad, community service for this type of crime, that's nothing. People get that for minor crimes. The parents explained that their daughter was 16 when she was allowed to start dating Butler, who was her first boyfriend. They said he initially left a positive impression, though they later learned that Butler sexually assaulted their daughter when her behavior began to change.
Mm-hmm. Like, you get probation for like bar fighting. I mean, this is just disgraceful. This is so fucking disgraceful.
Yeah. And for those that are in the know, someone was able to track down the videos of this man, person, evil piece of shit, and his actions, what he did. I watched that video, and
I don't want to see that kind of stuff.
It's it didn't show everything, but it showed enough to warrant a evacuation of the head meat.
Yes, I got you.
Things like that will cause me to orange jumpsuit my prison loaf, and I have no interest in such things.
Yeah.
Holy smoking Joe Frazier, that is some bullshit.
Yeah.
But again, this is actually, this mindset is polluting into, flyover states, which historically never played those games.
Oh, I haven't mentioned anything going on here in my area, but here in my area in Nebraska, people are getting caught with an exorbitant amount of drugs. They get recruited into the Wing Drug Task Force. So they're turned, you either serve prison time or you turn into a snitch.
Well, they've always done that.
They always do that. But when people are doing bad things and little to zero is getting done. Again, if you can't find justice in the courts, you'll find justice in the streets, and street justice is often fast, brutal, and not very pleasant.
No, and it's permanent.
Yep, and I don't want to see street justice unless it's absolutely warranted.
We understand completely.
Last one I'm going to show. It's mild. There are 19 others between that one and this one. We will leave on a not so brutal note, but this chart shows the whole tale. This is Matt Von Swole on Twitter. Everyone on the left discussing gun control refuses to ever consider that if we just locked up violent criminals, the majority of violent crime would disappear overnight, just like it did in El Salvador. I'm thinking about moving to El Salvador, not seriously, but the thought has crossed my mind. It's not the guns, it's the violent criminals, and the left keeps letting them out of prison. What proportion of violent crime would be prevented if recidivism stopped after the nth conviction?
At some point, when this gets out of control, you're going to see the death penalty come back. And this ability to stall it for 20 years by appealing is going to go away.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on video doing fucked up shit.
It's like the serial killer thing. Everybody's like, they deserve a fair trial.
No.
Okay, look, in the case of somebody like Dahmer, where you find him in his apartment and there are heads in his refrigerator. Okay? We know what's going on here. You take him outside and you smoke him.
Or they should set up a tribunal that looks at the evidence and goes, all right, you're done. We're not even going to, we're done with you. Fuck off.
72 hours. 72 hours. You lock him up just long enough to look at everything, catalog it, document it, file it, and then you take him out back and you relieve him of his meat suit.
Yep. What really kills me about that argument and the whole death penalty and complete, you have all these people saying, well, if you are truly pro-life Christian conservative, you wouldn't be a No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Not anymore.
No,
not anymore.
That unborn child is completely innocent and has committed no crimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are countless, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of violent criminals out there with 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 plus arrests.
Uh-huh.
Most of them violent crimes. I'm sorry, you cannot rehabilitate these people.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Jimmy.
Wait,
Time to go to the super chat.
Wait,
got one more?
Wait. I just want to show one more thing. I did a little research. My family motto, I've always known it. My grandpa told me about it when I was a little kid. Our family has a battle motto, which I always learned as feed the crows.
Nice.
Well, I did some research, and it turns out that not only is it not feed the crows, but there's a Latin version of it.
Oh, yeah.
Deus poscit corvos.
Huh.
It's not feed the crows. It's God feeds the ravens. Is my family's clan battle motto. And that is now my new fucking motto because fuck you. God feeds the ravens. Now let's do super chat.
All right. Hey, Jimmy, before you get into that, I got to take a piss.
Oh, Pop's got to take a piss. All right. Yeah, Billy did say he wants to save this for a pee break, but this is too funny. Pop needs to see this, so we'll do some Pop Eastwood first.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Well, I'm not sure who asked this question, but the question was asked. What if Pop was on Family Guy?
Oh, my God.
This again, live from the left with Pop. Thanks to Billy Von Baum. Everybody go over there, give Billy a subscribe, hit that like button, just like that, just like how I did. Do that.
All right.
All righty, we're going to do this full screen, and we're going to hit play, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
No, it doesn't have music in there, does it?
No.
Okay.
Nope, we're good. I watched this earlier. Billy sends me stuff. Billy's good. So here we go.
Down the stairs where the jukebox hums, underneath the city the wisdom drums, there's a man with a grin and a cap he wears. He'll pour you a pint and he'll pull up a chair. It's Pop! Live from the lair, dropping truth like change on a bar somewhere. He'll show you the ropes up and show that you care. Oh, it's Pop! Live from the lair.
Hey, you got to get your life straight. You can't just sit here all day shuttling cupcakes into your face. Get up, do something with yourself, all right? Cupcakes. Morning, can I get him a griddle breakfast?
Good morning. Sorry, sir, we stopped serving breakfast about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, then I'll take an order and screw you with a side of fuck off. I'm tired. I just need to get some rest. This should help. Whoa. Listen, pal, you gotta stop messing around with that woman. She's no good for you. She'll chew you up, spit you out, and wow. Huh? Right, yeah. Anyway, she's trouble, but never mind. Need another beer? Hey, yourself. Stop playing the Xbox, you chunk of goo.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, let's see what level you were stuck on. Rookie mode, huh? My turn. You ever notice life's a lot like a bar tab? You can put it off for a while, but sooner or later it lands in front of you. Thanks, Sammy.
Sure thing, Pop.
See, resources are everywhere if you know where to look.
Oh my God.
This'll teach him to mess with me.
Huh?
Oh, that's bad. That's so bad.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Whoa! And that's how I lost all of my guns.
Billy Bob, we are not worthy.
We are not worthy. Oh, yes. That is the best one yet, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, Billy. Fantastic work, man. Keep it up. This one's for you, man.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Also, give him a thug life, man. He deserves that.
Oh, yep. He gets one.
I'm gonna offer one criticism, and it's only a slight one. The spray bottle should have just been a Pringles can thrown into the back of the car.
Okay. Listen, the cadaverine trick. Things had to happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And listen, for me to get to that level of I'm gonna fuck you up, you really had to do some shit to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty patient person. But once you go over the edge, you know, evil pop comes out of the box and shit happens, man. I don't have to tell you.
Someone's gonna get fucked up. All right, how we doing on the YouTube side? 302 concurrent viewers, 235 likes. It's all right. First one comes from the Plains Warrior with $2. Says, didn't tell anyone you were going to be on with Pearl.
Oh, it was kind of
Last minute
kind of thing.
Yeah, you called me like 10 minutes before you were going to go, hey, I'm going to be on Pearl's thing. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah. And then if check out the show and leave good comments down there for me, please.
There you go. Sean St. George dropping in here says, God damn it! Times 3 ads to get here.
Yep. And we're probably not going to get compensated for them. And they also, you know, take about anywhere from, I think, 250 to 500 subscribers off of my channel a month because we're losing subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they also take 30 to 50% of your super chats over on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
YouTube is asshole. Let's see. Next one we got Goat Milk here says, let's get a shiny Russian pop to help ease the tension here. Well, we kind of already did. He was in cartoon form. But
just fucking hit it.
Oh, that's what she said. Let's see. Oh, here's some news from the UK. We got Grant Trini with £2 pounds. Good to see you over there from good friend from over the pond. Says jury trial is gone in the UK now.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be bad. That's not going to go well at all.
Really bad.
Well, then again, it wouldn't really have mattered because, well, the juries would be mostly Muslims.
There is that as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, connect the dots.
Yeah, they're going to listen. They're going to get their two-way rifle range, and then for anyone that says, "Yeah, they don't have any guns," yeah, in the beginning you're right, but they'll figure it out. When there's a will, there's a fucking way.
Yeah, but then again, I am kind of tired of kicking Britain's ass and then coming and save their ass for.
That's getting old.
kicking Britain's ass to create our country, and then we have to go over there and save Europe's ass twice.
We had to kick their ass twice. Revolutionary War and the War of 1812.
Oh yeah, 1812.
Plus countless skirmishes in between.
Yep.
They're just annoying little fuckers sometimes. Love you guys. I do. But you're our enemy. Nobody else gets to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Battledorf, I have to hit the button because you didn't say no homo.
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
All right.
All right. Fuck off.
All right. Sean St. George coming back says, sounds like those employers demanding degrees, not caring for the discipline of the degree is a Bolshevik purity test. You know what? We've said it enough. He has been summoned. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
Yeah.
We got FMF veteran drop a 20 says, for the cause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We got Dung is Fun here dropping 5 says, for all we know, those missing minors aren't in lab testing for all sorts of stuff. There's a reason. That's a reason big news isn't reporting on it. Pfizer.
Yep. Yeah, that's disgusting.
You mean to tell me Big Pharma moved on from testing on beagles to testing on human beings?
No.
Not that they've been doing that ever.
Yeah. All right, we're going to jump over to the Rumble side. Rumble.
Here we go.
The Romblies.
The
They do it again.
344 viewers.
And 123. That's a third. They've got a third.
It's up to you, Jimmy, if you want to hit him.
Just because I'm in the Christmas spirit, I'm going to spare you the eye bleach.
Also, we have movie night this Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. There will be movie night for the supporters.
What movie?
It's still being selected.
Oh, okay.
But we had Blues Brothers last time, and it was fucking hilarious.
Blues Brothers is hilarious. It doesn't matter when you show it.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
But, all right, we got Mando here. First one here says, I have some stuff to mail you, gents. Unfortunately, it will not be sometime until in January, until January or February. Had some issues arise. No problem.
Don't worry about it, man. It's not a big deal.
Shit happens, man.
Yep.
Mando again says, Pop, you need to talk to Riggs about other things that allegedly grow on you, usually after a visit of a certain kind of house. Allegedly.
Those are called genital warts.
Yes. Or the French, the self-grown French ticklers, if you ask Vagary.
I think we need to rename genital warts to just general warts because 80% of the human population has HPV.
Yeah, he's the guy who had like the melon ball taken out of the end of his penis.
God.
Ow!
They burned it off with liquid nitrogen.
Battle Dwarf is not pleased.
Yeah, and he literally had to. They make you stand on a box because he told me the whole thing, and hold on to these bars and go. They're burning that shit off. Fuck that. But I don't know, man.
Put the dick away, boys.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Idiot Grimlock here says, this is the episode I was waiting on. Thanks. Also, Alwan v. Alwand fucking fucked Virginians.
Ooh, send me that. Send that to the Battle Dwarf at pm.me. Alwan v. Almond, Virginia.
Yep. Alwan v. Alwan. There you go.
Yeah. This is the first of a 2-part series. There is a follow-on. So,
all right.
Yep. Got Joseph B dropping 5 for the 3 Bolsheviks in a row. He summoned Beetle Dwarf.
Yep.
Susan McCarley with 5 says, yes, arm the Irishman.
Yeah, there's some fighting motherfuckers too, man. Them
You
the
know-
Scots.
You know what would really bring a pitter patter to my cold black dead heart? The Irishmen playing "My Little Armalite" as they take back their country. If you don't know the song "My Little Armalite," I suggest.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
Yeah.
See, we got Lecoq here with with a super chat. Good behavior is punished, and clown world behavior is celebrated. No good deed goes unpunished in whole world.
That's correct.
Yep. Yeah, it's quite funny. Help me, white man. Why don't you help me? Fuck you.
Yeah. Move on.
Moving on.
Let's see. Mando again says, it does not help that Europe's leaders used to be more inbred than the average native Arkansas family. Allegedly.
That's actually quite true.
The Habsburgs were pretty
Yes.
bad.
Oh my God. You want to talk about potato heads? Holy shit.
Oh God, the famous dude from Spain. Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, Tomahawk here pretend says it is unfortunate that none of the Western countries are voting their way out of the mess they're in.
Yep.
I'm not going to say what the solution may or may not be, but I think we're past voting.
Yeah. Well, we all know what happens.
Well,
things and stuff and
Yes.
things.
Correct.
Who is the famous black man that says there are 3 boxes in order for Western civilization or America to survive? You have the ballot box,
the cartridge box,
The soap box, the ballot box, and the cartridge box.
Yep.
and the cartridge box. Yeah. Moving on. Let's see. Mando again says you have flow charts. Do you have any heavy flow charts?
All my flow charts are heavy.
I
Baby.
see what you did there, man.
All my flow charts are heavy.
Idiot Grimlock, he's got 2 in a row. First one says, look, y'all stop giving your money to these lawyers that will fuck you over. Just like George Carlin said years ago, it's a big club and you and I are not in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the saying left wing, right wing. It's the same anatomy of the bird. And I'm kind of tired of that bird shitting all over my car.
Yeah.
In our country.
Yeah. Idiot Grimlock's second one, he says, here's what's funny. I renewed my license. The site took my money. I called and they have no record. Stop renewing the licenses and just act dumb.
Well, actually,
there's going to come a point where they can't enforce all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to register all your guns. I don't even believe in registering my vehicles.
Yep.
See, Tomahawk here with 5 says, we all just need to accept we have no government, just a mafia pretending to be one.
At this point, that's true.
Fuck yeah, that is so accurate.
Yeah. Mando again says, do we have a court system or a cunt system? Either way, Pop needs to sparkle and sing. No homo. Well, we already played singing Pop, so you know what? How about some fucking Elvis Pop? Because we all loved that Halloween costume. Ali Carter's asking Pop's face on Elvis.
I would probably fit on there quite well. Not the fat Elvis, of course. Unless he had
come on.
Unless he had a Punisher shirt on.
Never gets old.
That's fucked up.
See, Tomahawk again says, look up the werewolf game. It shows how a small number of people can overcome a majority.
Yep. Yeah, I know what the werewolf game is. Look that up. It's worth looking up.
Yeah. And it's totally not like white people are in the minority on the planet Earth here.
Yeah.
Just a fun little tidbit out there.
Move along.
Tomahawk says, our government wasn't overthrown. It was bought out. All 3 branches.
It's a long and complicated procedure. We've covered quite a bit of it.
Yeah. And you're not wrong.
Yeah. Let's see. Jackal the Emperor. What's up, Jackal? Says, just watched a Japanese cartoon about cat-like aliens coming to Earth. The only thing in mind afterward is, imagine being thrown into space without a suit or a shot in the face 26 times with a Glock.
What?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Things happen.
Allegedly. So you got 68 Barracuda. He's got one of two here. First one says, good evening, all you MiG-15s. I just got out of the special school board meeting.
Oh,
I relieved the teachers, revile the teachers union. What are students getting for what taxpayers are paying?
They're learning about lube.
Yes, that is so fucked up.
They're learning about jack shit and fuck all and butt plugs.
Yeah,
you're
correct.
Homeschool your children.
You are not wrong. You should be able to do that, to be honest with you.
Yep. See, Joseph B. Looks like he stopped by the 7-Eleven there. He says, I had $5 after I bought boner pills. So here you go.
All right.
Hey, I'm not sure how I feel coming second to boner pills, but all right, we'll take it.
Phrasing. See, we got USMCD's nuts with $10 for beer money.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And 68 Barracuda with his second one. The kids are getting fucked. Literally and physically. I added that part. The young guys coming up into my shop can't fucking read a tape measure. They can't show up on time. They can't fucking clean up the shop at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. 68 Barracuda's coming back. Looks like he's got a third one here. Says, like my school math. That's what I get for coming into my, that's what I get coming into my fucking shop. So no fucking pay raises, motherfuckers.
If you can't show up on time, you don't deserve more money. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not that. Yeah, that is not that difficult.
That's not that hard.
What is the old army mantra? If you show up on time, you're late.
Yeah, you better be 15 minutes early.
There's a whole speech that goes with that. We'll do it some other time, but there's a whole speech that goes with that.
See, we got last of the boomers here dropping 5. Says, Pop, try equal parts quality valerian root, chamomile, and hops as a tea that tastes vile, or gulp down a finely ground powder of a level tablespoon at a time for that problem you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I actually am a fan of the chamomile tea.
I like teas. I have quite the collection, actually.
It's a kidney stone thing, yeah.
There you go. Mando coming back says, the only sciences I trust are chemistry and physics. But then again, I'm a CBRN.
Yeah.
All right.
Physics is a hard teacher.
Yeah. Yes. Have an argument with physics.
You're going to lose every time.
You're going to lose. Someone's gonna die.
I have attempted several physics arguments. I always lose.
Yeah.
Yep. See, Lecoq coming back says, take all their rights away for just a little while. They can bitch and complain to the bear.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah. See, we got 1371 Most coming in. It says 1988 Stand and Deliver based off of math teacher Jamie Escalante.
That's it right there.
Jaime Escalante. That's it. Yep. That's the one. Stand and Deliver. It's actually a really good movie. It's a true story, and it's proof that the education system is the problem. Because the dude just walked in and went, I'm going to teach these kids calculus.
Well, what was the ranking of American school systems before the Department of Education was
number one?
It was pretty good.
We were number one. We were number one in the world.
And we are now currently what?
Like 173rd or something.
Oh, and how many countries are there on the planet?
Like 197, I think.
Well, here's the thing also with gun violence. We're way up there, like in the top 3 for gun violence. But if you take out the violence that takes place in the blue hellhole cities and states, we literally drop way down on that list.
Yeah, we're like last.
Yeah,
well, I think we're 5th from last.
Yeah.
Yep. 68 Barracuda says, are these Hispanic crime stats including the crime of being an illegal alien? Is that why they're so high?
I don't know, but they were actually adding the Latino crime stats to the Caucasian crime stats, and I believe they started in the late 70s or mid 80s.
Yeah, I was actually listening to you guys at work, and it actually triggered my my tism and whatnot. Do yourselves a favor, gents. Go look up the stats, the FBI crime stats and whatnot. Look at the people committing the crimes, and then look at the race that they are given.
Yep.
And that is and in my opinion, that is the reason why all these retards and politicians are saying white men are so violent. Like, okay, so Abdul Amalgad, and too many vowels in his name, came here 2 years ago, and he commits a crime. He's labeled as white.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Or
he's white. He's a right wing.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We've Blake and I have covered this in nauseam before. Move on. Let's get this.
Yep. Ellie Card's wanting your girlfriend called, and she wants Pop to sing. Pop has already sung for you twice.
That cartoon one was pretty good.
That was funnier and shit. I watched every time I see a text from Billy and says, "Hey, I got new stuff," I get a little giddy.
Nice.
I get a little happy.
Nice.
Oh, Alucard with $2.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just fucking with you.
All right.
Well played.
He said, "Jimmy, zoom in on Pop just to mess with him."
Oh, yeah. Let's not have any more of that pop puke stuff, okay? Until we call for it.
Let's see here. Mando, he's coming back, says, little history joke for the dwarf. Where the Roman crucifixion squad cross trained.
That's pretty good, man.
Given that those crosses were pretty heavy, I'm going to guess that they were into CrossFit. Touche, motherfucker.
That was a good one.
But you know what? They have plenty of crosses in Bolsheviksville.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright, live dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by, and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with dwarf and Nance.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm waiting for another episode of that.
Yeah, we need the pilot episode of Bolsheviksville, Billy. I know it's going to be long and hard and phrasing.
Hey, phrasing!
But everyone's going to enjoy it.
Oh,
yeah. Also phrasing.
Yeah,
Let's see. We got R.A. Spockhay, 1971. That's a new name here. Good to see you here, good sir. He says, please don't use cocksucker as a negative. They are wonderful people who only give pleasure. But cock bites, on the other hand.
Yeah. We also got another one on YouTube.
Up over on the YouTubes.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Jump up there. God damn it. Sneaky bastards. Let's see. We got Joe Deal dropping $9.99. Says, thanks for the good work, good dudes. Merry Xmas.
Merry Christmas.
You too, brother.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry God fell out of the vagina day.
Yep. And then
Why you always got to do that?
Oh, it's Merry Paternity Fraud Day.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh God, I was gonna get in so much trouble for that.
You are at a minimum. At a minimum, you are getting the walkthrough.
Yes, I know.
If Maury was alive back in the day, Joseph, you are not the father.
All right, keep going on. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up.
I'm gonna be going right. I'm gonna be getting the walkthrough just like with you, Pop. So it's all good. See, we got Vincent Van Gogh. Fuck yourself. What's up, brother? Dropping 5 says Bubba and the boys will tear his ass up if he went to the slammer.
That doesn't really happen as much as it used to, which is a damn shame. So let's just leave it at that.
I had a thought, but I'm going to let that thought pass because it's pretty bad.
Okay.
Moving on. Doug is Fun here. Drop a 2 says you'll need to check out the guy named JD Delay on YouTube. He believes any person that harms children deserves the wood chipper feet first.
Yeah,
I can't disagree with him.
I'm on the path of make millstones great again.
Hmm.
Yep.
And every time the millstone is used, the person attached to the millstone has to physically chisel their tally mark onto that millstone.
Yep.
Mm.
Toss it in the lake, wait a couple days, bring it back up.
Use it again.
Yeah.
Use it again.
Yeah, I do not object to that. I have a list of crimes which will orange jumpsuit my prison loaf. That is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, I might have to make my own merch, and that'll be the big thing. Make millstones great again. Let's see. Tomahawk here, dropping 1. He says, 25 years ago, the Carr brothers were sentenced to death for a brutal quadruple homicide in my city. They are still waiting execution. They've been in prison longer than their victims were alive.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Charles Manson, who was actually not physically involved in the murders, died at old age on death row and got married.
Wow.
I have my own theory about Manson that we'll bring up some other night. Tonight is not the night for that, but
yeah, it's not the night.
I have a theory of that.
I love me some Battle Dwarf theories. Those are awesome.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, geez. 68 Barracuda. We'll leave some good zinc noodle placenta lasagna comments for you.
Hey! Slid that one in there.
God damn you.
Slid
Stuck it in
that
there,
one
you
in there.
bastard.
Hey, phrasing.
Let's see. Halbert 86, drop a 10, says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And a Happy New Year.
We'll see about that.
True.
Where are we at? 16, 17, 18.
The 68 Barracuda again says the Sinn Fin got plenty of My Little Armalites from the American potato eating whiskey drinkers in Boston and other places here. There will be plenty of guns over there soon enough.
Jimmy.
Yes.
It's Sinn Fein.
Sinn Fein. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm not I am a dyslexia.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's
Don't worry about it, Jimmy. You're doing just fine.
It's one of those things. It gets my goat. It makes me go, I have to fix it.
Your goat says to me,
Man.
Man.
No, hey, why are you around my goat? Phrasing.
Hey. What are you guys, Iraqis or something? Stop it.
No. Fuck off. See, Dung is Fun here. Drop a 2 says those warts are designed for her pleasure.
Oh God.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
This is horrible.
I'm not wearing a Trojan.
Oh, stop it, man. That's just horrible.
I love this joke. Tomahawk.
Oh, God.
How do you castrate a man in Arkansas?
I don't know.
Dwarf?
No
A
idea.
rubber band.
You kick his sister in the chin.
He got Arkansas-ed.
I was actually at a sheep tipping in Oklahoma where they apply the rubber band and blue goo to the testicles.
And they just fall off after a while.
Yeah.
That's just mean, man. It's just mean.
Yeah.
Yep. See, Ellie Card, he's saying, Battle Dwarf, permission to use one of my famous super chats.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do it.
MX Stilgar, Jerry Conway, good to see you there, brother. Says Boston gangster boss Whitey Bulger sent boats with arms to Ireland to arm the IRA in the mid to late 1980s.
Yep.
Supposedly, none of them made the trip across the Atlantic.
I don't know about that, but I actually have a Whitey Bulger story. I used to play darts at a bar called the King's Head in Santa Monica. Whitey Bulger was holed up 2 blocks away in an apartment there and apparently was in the bar on several nights when I was there playing darts. And of course, nobody knew. Everybody
Wow.
knew, that's Whitey Bulger. But yeah, The times that I was there and the times that he was reported having been there lined up.
Wow.
So at some point, I might have just walked right by Whitey Bulger.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
He was there with some side chick.
Shocker.
It's always the side chick. How many side chicks do you need before you have a whole chick? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Sounds like some math the popster needs to do.
Yeah.
How many side chicks does it take to make a whole chick?
That's yeah.
Yeah, I have to think about that one.
Whole chick math.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. We got Jackal coming back, says it was an anime needing to be reviewed for the context of the Cyber War novel being written. Sci-fi will be revived. Your backdoor breachers and crankcases. Masturbation addicts. Pop something. Let's pop something, monkey.
Stop it.
Ugh. Let's see. Tomahawk says, I'm starting to miss the Zinc posting.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I mean, there's a difference between shit posting and Zinc posting, man.
It got out of control.
Yeah,
It got a little out of control.
Yeah, a little bit. I did enjoy reading them, though, and watching Pop squirm. That was fun. See, Jackal again says, you know what's ironic? Blacks say white men are so bad and reprehensible, then turn around and idolize a pistol made by a white man they frequently use to kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
You talking about the Glock, the combat Tupperware pistol? I can't stand that.
Which is combat Tupperware.
I can't stand those things.
Yeah,
I've never heard it called combat Tupperware.
Give me a Smith & Wesson every single day.
Yes.
I don't like the Glock. I don't like the grip. I don't like the action. I don't like the sights.
No. I like the Sig Sauer. That's just me.
Yeah.
I did. Pop, you and I are going to have to fucking talk after the stream because the Christmas bonus is going to hit this weekend and I want to go do some shopping.
Okay. I will assist you.
Let's see.
By a weapon.
A weapon or two. Let's see. LB Weaver says, evil button push a monkey. Oh man, I love JD. I watch him all the time.
Yeah, we got another $5 on YouTube. Good day from Oz. Aussie guys. You just home from work. How you talked about Bondi Beach yet? We have not actually covered that. I wanted to wait until more information came out before I start shooting my mouth off about that.
Yeah,
But that was some fucked up shit right there.
I've been keeping up with it, and sir, you can correct me if I'm wrong on anything that I say about that in the future. But I'm just saying what I've seen on Twitter from reliable sources, not mainstream media. So that will be a conversation for the future.
Correct. And guess what? Australia has very strict gun laws, and yet there's still guns. And it took the cops 20 minutes to engage. That is reprehensible. I mean, you're getting paid to carry a weapon to be the first line of defense when that shit happens, and you wait 20 fucking minutes. If they would have engaged immediately, maybe way less people would have been killed or wounded.
Pop, if there's a possibility for me to be here early, I would love to give out information that I have heard.
Okay. And then we have another one on YouTube from Fan I Am. Fair enough. Also, it's pronounced Bondi.
Bondi Park.
Yeah.
We're Americans. We have to fuck up everything that you guys write down. So it's
yes.
American English is the most difficult language to learn.
Well, really, Aussie English
is
prison English. I was just kidding.
That's all right.
I mean,
everybody gets fucked with.
That's right.
I mean, you're not wrong, Pop.
Everybody
you're
gets
not wrong.
I want to chuck something out there about the Bondi Park thingy. There's a photograph of a guy took a selfie. He's all bloodied and fucked up looking. And then there's also a photograph of that same guy sitting there joking and smoking and joking and having makeup done for that. That's AI. That photo is AI. I looked at it. It's all fucked up. There's like 7 or 8 different things that are fucking wrong with that photo. It's an AI photo. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
the AI thing, there's going to be all kinds of lawsuits over that to unfuck that craziness.
Yeah, the guy in the selfie and the image of the guy getting his makeup done are not the same guy. The makeup photo is AI bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm sorry you were grazed by a bullet during a mass event.
Yeah.
And the first thing you decide to do is take a picture of yourself. Yeah, I got questions.
Yeah, I do. That I have questions about. Questions about. Fan AM comes back with another $2. Says Bondi Beach, not Park. Again, it's Bondi Park. Deal with it.
No,
We're
sorry.
fucking with you.
Listen, man, we're in the United States. Okay, you're like 2/3 of the way around the globe. We're sorry. Move on.
Oh, we're just fucking with you, man.
I have another joke, but
Have a Foster's on us.
Yeah, the reason why it's called Bondi Beach is because the charges won't stick.
Oh,
just like with everything that Pam Bondi has done.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am that kind of guy. I talk shit and I point shit out. Sorry. Let's see. LB Weaver says, Evil Button Push Monkey. Sorry, I forgot to change the amount. He upped it up to $4. So there's a $5 charge for that. Let's see. Okay, this one is not a super chat, but it is fucking hilarious.
I read those from time to time. Carry on.
Scepter 6 says, will someone please get Jimmy hooked on phonics for Christmas so we can finally learn to fucking read?
Yeah. What are you going to do, man? It's all good.
Hey, bet we had $300 to get Pop in the Elvis suit. $300 to get me hooked on phonics. God damn it. I'm joking.
All right.
Let's see. Lecoq coming back says, gentlemen, life sucks. Work sucks. But my girlfriend doesn't.
You need a new girlfriend.
Everything is wrong. Yeah. All of that's wrong.
You need a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Well, Battle Dwarf, you gave the go-ahead to Alucard. It's been a while. Let's see. Let me reread this here. He's got a couple extra things in there, but stale, muddy, shit, slimy, snotty, pus mixed bread with
Come
rotten
on,
green
man.
slime, foul-smelling meat with Murphy sauce and maggots and ass worms mixed together with zinc, prawn, calamari patty with a zinc shake.
Stop it, man. Just stop it. This is getting old.
Just doesn't have the same effect, man.
Sorry.
Fan AM came back with another $5 on YouTube. Said, I'm calling it now. Eventually, religious gatherings will be banned worldwide. Wouldn't be surprised. That is the goal of Bolshevism. Nothing but the state.
Drink.
Yep, he said it. Where's the button? Where's my button?
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
All right. Keep going.
Let's see. Jerry Conway coming back again. He says, I think Jerry needs to help out with the hooked on phonics so I can learn to fucking read. Says, tell Jimmy how to pronounce Bulgur. Leave it to Jimmy to get it wrong. P.S. Whitey Bulgur hit the mass lottery megabucks jackpot right here before he went on the lam in 1995.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Did not know that.
Went on the lam.
On the lam. Yeah. And that's the LAM. So he was running from the law, not LAMB, like what the people in the sand.
Thank you, Jimmy, for explaining that well-known phrase to us. None of us would have ever gotten it had we not had you explain it.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go. Let's get
carry on.
Let's carrying on. Mando says, Jimmy, no one wants to know about your thoughts. Dude, I don't have any thoughts. It's all just random bullshit.
Jimmy doesn't have thoughts. He has lot lizards.
Lot lizards. Jesus Christ.
No comment.
No comment.
Let's see. Tomahawk coming in and says, Glock is dog shit.
Yeah, I never understood how it just became such a popular piece. I just don't like it.
I've never fired a Glock. I've actually never even looked at a Glock. They don't hold any interest for me.
The only thing that I can think of from Glocks is they're reliable and they are torture tested and proven.
That is definitely true.
That's it. But their labeling scheme is fucking a Glock 22 is chambered in what 45
Hmm.
or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't keep up.
I mean, I've fired. Let's see. I think I have a Glock 40 cal that was sent in by one of the people who watched the show. It transferred over to me. I shot the shit out of it, and it does group well. It is durable, but I just don't like the way it looks. But you know, it does shoot well.
What?
So if you want something that's going to shoot okay, and I mean it's a good platform in that regard. So it's functional, and I guess for what you get a decent amount of bang for your buck.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, move on.
68 Barracuda says, Jimmy, get yourself a Smith & Wesson TRR8 Halbert 86 Locals supporter like G.
Okay.
Not sure what you meant on that one, but yeah, I'm gonna talk with Pop after the show here, and
I will counsel you on that. It's all
and will counsel me. I do have a couple ideas, but we'll bounce back and forth. Looks like that is it for the Rumbles, but I know there's gonna be a sneaky bastard or two because
did you cover MGTOW?
Going over there right now. Let's see here. We just got a few here. Let's see. Dark Mad Dog, first one says, hello, Pop. Idea for the show. All cluster B personalities, BPD, NPD, anxious advident, anxious dismissive, schizoid, whatever else, and how to spot them.
Huh.
After my ex, I learned to spot the BPD stare. The back of my neck would buzz. I know that person is dangerous. Mouth open, slack jawed, and distant stare. Other than that, I am okay. I will see an ergotherapist to see what I can do, what I can and can't do, and get nurse to cook and clean for me later.
All right.
Winning. Let's see, MGTOW Ronan jumps in, says, failed. In the November 2020 election, California voters rejected Prop 25, meaning the cash bail system was not replaced. In summary, Prop 25, California's attempt to end the practice of holding people in jail simply because they could not afford bail, but it was defeated by voters. So the current system, which includes cash bail, continues.
Huh. They're not following it.
They're not following it.
Yeah.
No. Let's see. And agent of social media chaos. Hey, we haven't seen him in a while. Good to see you there, good sir. He's dropping an image there of some, let's just say, busty anime chicks that
fantastic women
may or may not have a tail. It says, sounds like Jackal was watching Cat Planet Cuties.
Okay.
Cat Planet Cuties.
Yikes. All right,
I don't get it. Anyway.
I don't get it either. But let's see here. It looks like
probably an anime thing.
Probably an anime thing. You fucking weeb. Let's see. Nothing else over on the Odyssey side. How did we do on the Twatosphere tonight? We had 57 views.
Not too bad. Right. I'll cover the cash apps if you want.
There you go, Pop. Cover them.
Yeah, there's 3 more Rumbles too.
All right. Let me do the cash apps first.
Okay.
We got Crunch Muncher sent 150 for Christmas bone us to keep the lights on. Christmas bone us. I like it.
Phrasing.
Thanks for your continued support.
All right. You see what you did there. Let's see. We've got another one from Susie McCarley. She sent in 30. Stay in the fight, guys.
Thanks, Suze.
A new fight. And we're going to read 576 on Thursday.
Okay.
We got a new one here from Carla Strevel. God bless y'all. Keep up the good work. We're trying, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Listen, everyone knows somebody in their friends, family, or circle of people you associate with who have known or experienced somebody who's self-deleted over some crazy bullshit. This is a scourge that's taken place. Nobody is fucking doing shit about it. I think I'm the only comedian on the planet who's delivering spoken lecture comedy to directly fight what's going on, either through tactics on how to fight it at their own game, how to deal with the carnage after it's done, how to navigate your fucking self out of the darkness, by building your own fucking hope and telling some fucking jokes. And all I'm doing, I can't save you, but I can ride by and throw you the tools so you can save your fucking self, and then give you a block of instruction how to implement said tools. But thank you so much.
Fuck yeah.
What are you going to do, man?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button because your speech there, Pop, fits this.
Hey, man, why you dressed like that? We're on patrol, not at a Vegas show.
I'm just a dude playing the dude, dressed as another dude.
Right. Whatever you say, Elvis.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. All right. Holy shit.
How was that? Was that for that it for the Cash Apps?
Yes, I believe so. Let me check again one last time.
Check again.
Thank you. Yeah, that covers it.
That does. Alley Card coming in says Texas law SB 2420 forces digital ID verification by 2026. Apple and Google apps to comply. They have been sued. This is going to suck for those who are in Texas. Do not comply.
Yep.
Let's see. And Tomahawk here says, Jimmy, I'm pretty sure if our two states team up with South Dakota and Oklahoma, we can obliterate Colorado.
There's only really 3 cities in Colorado. One major one that needs to get dealt with.
Fort Collins, Denver, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and I'm what's the other one I'm missing? There's another one I'm missing.
Denver's the one I'm talking about.
Denver. Oh,
yeah.
I my body shakes and I get hives when I hear the word Denver. I never want to go to Denver ever again. Never. Fuck that.
Yeah, I can't deal with that liberal bullshit.
Yeah. Let's see. And Red Pill Rhino, I'm pretty sure he can back up his claims as well from what has been going on in Colorado the past 8 years. Love that guy. No homo. See, Elliot Card says, I knew that Jimmy would say, oh, God, when he saw that super chat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not wrong. And we got 1371 MOS. Did you guys know anything about the Tim Pool shooting? Yeah, someone rolled up onto his compound, shot one round, and then drove around to where the studio was at, and then shot 2 more rounds. Yep. So yeah, and everyone's got their opinions on Tim Pool. I like him. I don't agree with him all the time, but he's an agreeable person that we can,
I've met him. I've met him personally. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a fucking good dude. I wish I could fucking go see him, but
and all he's doing is telling you the truth. I mean, he just reads what's going on in the news and gives you his opinion, and then compares it to other shit. I mean, I got nothing against the guy. I want to see him succeed, and I'm really upset at the fact that he's being targeted like that.
Yeah, it's all fucking bullshit.
That sounds like somebody went waltzing.
Mm-hmm.
Reference to Tim Waltz being a retard. That is
Yes.
now waltzing. If you go out and do something retarded, you're going waltzing.
Correct.
Yep.
I'm coining the phrase right now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Tomahawk, he snuck one in here. You sneaky bastard. Says, Jimmy, I've been to Denver once. I feel you, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I've been in Denver.
Boulder's pretty bad, too. So
the last time Denver was cool at all was when Mork and Mindy was filmed there.
The last time Denver was decent was when you could walk down Colfax without getting fucking stabbed by a junkie.
Cool.
Correct. All right.
Let's
carry on. Carry on.
All right, let's see. Last one of the night here comes from Alucard. Says, I have observed the human species and they will turn on each other if you don't toe the line.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes both ways. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. All right, looks like, let's see. Fan I am. Yep, we all covered all those. So, all righty, gentlemen. Final thoughts for the evening?
I'm going to restate. If you do something retarded, you are now waltzing Kamala.
All right.
There you go. Alrighty, Pop. Safety briefing.
All right, everybody. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet. I want you to go all the way down. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's always safety in numbers. And if you're going to be attacked, your environment will have changed. It's up to you to see it. And if you're going to fight, do everything in your power not to go to the ground, because that is where you get stomped out. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you sons of bitches into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. All right? Play the long game. The future can literally change on a dime, and I've seen it happen. Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you for all of those victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me. All right.
And I would normally put on my evil shilling monkey hat right now, but I think if you guys visit the website for the merch, it might be a little too late to get it from for your Christmas gifts and whatnot. But I don't care. I'm still going to do it. Fucking get over there, guys.
Suck a dick.
Suck a dick. I'm finishing school for modern women. The funny thing is, if modern women knew how to suck a dick, they wouldn't be so miserable and getting their ticket punched to Boxwine and Catline.
Well, the problem is that Suggadick University is across from Miskatonic University, which makes it very fishy.
Nice. Nice.
That again, I mean, guys, come on. We got shirts, sweaters, hoodies, all your winter gear ready to go.
Get it going.
Even to keep your drinks cool, man. I've got to live out of spite. I've got this thing right here sitting on my desk. I've got this bastard. I'm using it right now. Come on, guys. Get out there, get the merch, tag us in your posts on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you post your fucking social medias and whatnot and all that good shit. But anyways, that's it for us for tonight.
Take it easy.
We'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
I can't do it!